Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Josh Bellamy, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at about the 14. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Powell. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Again, it's Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
27.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll look to throw, and he will find Ridley on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A 20th carry here for Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he?
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. What can Murray do now with his drive? Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Powell. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And look at this. Catanzaro misses it left. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd down 6. At the 35-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Jets, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss